General Hospital recaps. Sam risked her life to save Lulu. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For the General Hospital latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Terry informed Laura that Lulu had a blood clot, which would make the transplant surgery even more of a risk, and she may not survive. Also, no one at the hospital has ever done this surgery before. Lucky went to Isaiah, who admitted that he had experience and reluctantly agreed to help. Sam told Drew and Jason she was a match for Lulu and wanted Scout and Danny to stay at the Quartermains while she was in the hospital. When Sam found out Lucas wasn't doing her surgery because he's her brother, she insisted that he be the one, so he made special arrangements. Lucas rebuffed Brad's attempts to be supportive before the op. Family and friends gathered at the hospital and wished Sam well as she went into surgery. While waiting for an update, Laura asked Anna about Valentine, and Anna promised she'd get Charlotte back to her mother. Holly went to confess, but Robert told her Sasha had already visited, and they were awaiting the DNA test results. Holly tried to explain why she never told him he had another daughter, and asked him to take care of her, as she'll likely never want to talk to her mother again. Sasha ranted to Maxie about her mother's cons and remained convinced that this was just another lie. Anna summoned Holly to her office to talk about Sidwell, but was stunned when she blurted out that Sasha was her and Robert's daughter. Holly asked for her advice, and Anna suggested leaving town and never coming back. When the paternity test results confirmed Robert was her father, Sasha was so upset about losing Cody that she apologized for not being happier to meet her dad. Robert understood but wanted to get to know her. Later, Diane visited, and Robert told her the shocking news. Sasha confessed to Nina, who urged her to come clean with Cody soon. Holly went to see Cody and tried to get him to help her con a wealthy man with a gambling problem, but he insisted he'd left that life behind and liked his new one. Sasha arrived and ordered her mother to leave before admitting to Cody something terrible had happened. Curtis threw a big going-away party for Marshall at the Savoy, so everyone could wish him well before he went on tour with Wynton Marsalis. As the party was winding down, Rick arrived to report that the judge commuted Heather's sentence and she was being set free. The Ashfords were furious with Rick, but Molly defended her father. Portia wanted Trina to stay with them, but she refused to move home. However, she was grateful when Gio stopped by and offered to stay the night. Curtis promised Portia he'd take care of Heather. Rick gave his client the good news and informed her she had to find somewhere to stay. Heather called Liz, who reluctantly agreed to take her in temporarily. However, Curtis contacted Stephen Lars Weber, recently paroled himself, and basically paid him to take Heather far away from Port Charles. So when Heather exited prison and Liz was waiting to pick her up, Stephen suddenly appeared. He and Heather went to Bobby's for BLTs, where he told her he wouldn't be staying in Port Charles, and managed to convince her to come back to Arizona with him. Tracy had one final tea party with Violet, who said a tearful goodbye to Brooklyn before Chase flew with her to Seattle so she could begin her new life with her father. Nina was worried Ava was interested in Rick and reminded her how the guy tried to steal her money and have her committed. Still blaming Ava for her baby's death, Molly didn't like that Rick was defending her, but Rick said he needed to prove it was an accident so Molly could move on. TJ vented to Lucas about how he didn't think he and Molly could take much more. Holly met with Sonny to ask him to fence her diamonds. He wanted a 30% cut, and she said she'd think about it. Anna asked Holly if Sidwell had come to the U.S. because she took something from him, and urged her not to lie. Holly claimed she hadn't, so Anna warned her not to drag Robert into her problems. Sonny filled Jason in about the diamonds, and Jason warned him about Sidwell, but